Welcome back, y'all, to Tyler Talks. I think I took a week off, maybe two. Um, Girlfriend surprised me to Monday Night Football tickets, New York Jets, Buffalo Bills. It was amazing. I have never been to a Jets game in New York. I am a lifelong Jets fan. My parents are from New York, and I just rooted for them because that's what my dad did. So you can call it child abuse, whatever you want. But I hadn't been to a game in New York, so she surprised me with tickets. We went out there. It was awesome. Our quarterback got hurt, but we won. Phenomenal game. Uh, if Brian's listening to this, he's gonna say I could hear him. I can visualize it right now, saying of course he was on vacation, but it's the cross I gotta bear. So wanted to do a video. Got back. Got a little sick. Um, Fighting a little cold, so I wanted to take a little time, make sure I'm good to go, and then work got crazy. I haven't even played. Missed the first LGP game against Rob. I'm sorry. I was really looking forward to playing him. And then the second one is against Old Man McGregor. I gotta reach out to him, see if I can still play. I'm over here doing a video. But hey, I got a deck loaded, so that's good. Um, I did a video a few weeks ago, Patriarchs, Prophets, and Dominance. Oh my, where I showed a little bit of a Patriarchs build that was 50-50 of Patriarchs and Prophets, and it was, I want to say it was like one or two Sons of Jacob from the new set, um, and Chariot of Fire and like all that. So you just want to get you're getting to numerous as a stars real quick and relying on green enhancements. I wanted to show the first turn strong attacks. Oh, Jay's calling me. Sorry, Jay. We've been trying to connect and now I'm doing a video. Um, Jay always calls when I'm doing videos. So yeah, let's see. 3 weeks ago I did Patriarchs. 3 weeks ago I felt like I did a bunch of videos in that span. Rolled out Welcome to the Wilderness. Rolled out the Patriarchs Prophets, and that was more of the I was texting Jay back. Sorry, that was more the Patriarchs with the Prophets 50-50 split, Chariot of Fire, green enhancements, and then I did the Hide Your Souls video with like a wilderness offense and Meeks. It was really cool. Came out with support overload, and that was just using a ton of support cards to just get everything in my deck. And then I had Speed Freak. So that was 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Sorry, I had to bring up my page and see what the heck I've been doing. So I want to show a different take with Sons of Jacob. And there's already a couple versions. I know Jay and Josh worked on it with like a burst with Jehu and Sons of Jacob. That's very, very good. I feel like it's similar to the post exilic, but the Jehu Sons of Jacob has, in my opinion, they have much stronger attacks with overall better support to get who they need out. So let's talk about this, right? The purpose of this offense is to go Jacob, get what you need, to go to Abraham, who has Faith of Abraham on him. And Abraham then goes to three visitors. Three visitors goes to, eventually I'll get all of them out, but Benjamin. I protect Lost Souls. I negate the opponent's neutral cards, which is very good right now. So I have a CBI band that I get to take a Genesis enhancement from deck. CBI band. Negate opponent's neutrals cards. Very good. And then I search for the three visitors. Once blocked, I get to play a Cloud or Genesis enhancement. And for this build, it's going to be a Genesis. I get to ban to Benjamin, protect Lost Souls from evil cards. And then I'm going to do a double exchange, three visitors and Benjamin. And then I go to Joseph. They have to underdeck an evil card from hand. If they don't, I get good Genesis enhancements cannot be negated. And then I get the ban to a Son of Jacob, which tends to be Issachar. And they have to underdeck an evil card from territory, or I take a good Genesis card from deck. I get all this very quickly. I tend to get to play first, and it's CBN, and I get to hit your territory, and I get 2 cards from my deck. Um, Rebecca and Judah, like Rebecca will flip Judah, and I'll then get Enosh, and I'll do the negate neutrals. I'm not sure if I love that yet. I feel like I could just bring that in and have Sad Hendrix in here and just be just as fine. Um, if Hendrix does watch this video, he's going to be bummed that I don't have his card in here. Uh, Luckily, I don't have to worry about Brad watching this. Brad doesn't watch content. And then, sorry, Brad. And then Judah's in here and I get an evil neutral, another good card right now. And then I get the CBI ban, but usually that's just for the Rebecca flip, and he's another star card for numerous. I don't have too much star cards for numerous. It's mostly in here just for to snag like my 2 heroes from reserve. I'm wondering if I even need numerous in here. I just get out so many heroes so quick, but we'll see. And then I could always band in Noah with Abe's Descendant, and with Joseph I can have CBN enhancements and Noah. So very good. I like the big boom boom battle winners. Underdeck all, draw 3, play first CBN. I always have the interrupt reserve all. I have the soul gen pieces, and the first sacrifice just works well. And Emmaus Road in a pinch can grab. So it's good. I love Stubborn Heifer, Book of the Covenant. Grab Covenant with Philistia, grab Stubborn Heifer, and then I get the draw 2 is a massive card advantage, usually based off offering your son. Defense, Heavy Lions to get the Pride Alliance play early on. I like Foolish Shepherd. She gets the ban to an animal. I also have the Selfish Shepherds gets to ban to the animal. And then I have the Esau that also gets to play first. So I like this defense. It's fun. It's surprisingly strong too. Good enhancements. A couple CBN enhancements. A CBP. And a negate other. Take an evil dominant from deck. And then I have my backup dual cards as well. So it just works really well together. I also have this same deck but with Gad and the Fallen Star and Orange. And I do the accumulator turn 1. I try to get I have all the ways to the accumulator. I get accumulator turn 1. I get the 7 tokens. And I have hopefully the ways to get to Choke Seed from my deck. And I get to draw 14 turn 1. So I'll show you all that. Defense I'm still messing around with, but I have orange and blue with Gad, Fallen Star, Choke Seed. And it makes it to where I can really just blow out this whole offense, like everything I need. I do not use Numerous as a star in that build, and I don't think I use Emmaus Road, and I bring in an extra Son of Jacob, and it just kind of draws a majority of your deck right away. And it maintains the hand control with Sordid Spirit to get to negate their hand protection and Fallen Star Gad. So it's a really good build. I wanted to show it. I just haven't put enough time into it yet because I feel like that's a very highly competitive deck. I like to show highly competitive decks when they're done, and I tested them enough. If I wasn't sick and I wasn't gone, I'd probably try that in the Grand Prix. So, but either way, I will go ahead and do a quick load, see what we got. So from a star, I know that my Abe's Descendant doesn't hit. I don't get to use my Numerous as a star, and I can top deck a good Fortress from deck. If I don't get the roll, then either way I would use Noah, and I know I'm going to go right for Storehouse. I like using the new Storehouse. I'm using my enhancements, so the other part of putting them back into my reserve isn't a huge deal. To me, in this build at least. I'm not using a Himalek to do the draw for that, but protecting my discard pile is really big, I think. I don't like that new Sabbath Breaker. Well, I like them. I don't like going against them. Okay, so then if it wasn't my turn first, if they had to go first based on, I win the roll and I say, yeah, you go first. Either way, I feel really good here with a Falling Away. A Negate Heroes with a Falling Away is good. And an Unclean till Evening. Um, and I do have Pride Alliance first turn. So, regardless, I have a very good block. Like negate other enhancements, and then having a CBN Pride Alliance is really good. If used by a line, you may shuffle this card after battle, and this card cannot be negated. So, really like playing Pride Alliance off my lions. So let's just go ahead and get myself to draw 3. I don't need to top deck a Patriarch from deck because I'm going to go ahead and just play Numerous. So I can put down Storehouse. I'm going to have to put down a hero. And I could play Numerous for the 2. 1, 2. That's really what you're getting for this deck. You're just getting the 2. All you need is Abraham, and you like to have Joseph, because Abraham's going to grab 3 visitors. 3 visitors going to grab Benjamin. Benjamin can grab Joseph. And then you need Issachar. So that's why Numerous doesn't need to be that big in this build, because Abraham to 3 visitors is insane. So now after that, I can just go ahead and, now you want to make sure when you're doing your reserve or you're exchanging, a lot of exchanges are to, you need to know if they're deck, reserve, territory, hand, or and/ors, not and/ors, if they're like, you got to pick which one. So a lot of times if I know I'm going to do my exchanging, I'll drop my heroes real quick that I know I'm going to need, and I'll attack. So Jacob, and I want to get a strong enhancement up front. Negating an evil card. Opponent must underdeck an evil card from hand is really good. And then I can ban to a Patriarch, negate their neutral cards. Blue is pretty much the Israel's Rebellion killer. The defenses, to an extent, they're very good at stopping, just because the negate neutrals and the enhancements, how they can target curses. And then I'm looking for 3 visitors. And then 3 visitors turns into Benji. Benji gets the Protect Lost Souls. That's another big one against Israel's Rebellion. It's nice. It literally stops the card, Israel's Rebellion. And then I get to exchange from deck. So we put them back. And then Joseph, opponent may underdeck an evil card from hand. I don't know if they're able to do that turn 1. They probably wouldn't, because I'd be so big that wouldn't be able to play anything. But they would not be able to underdeck an evil card of territory. And that's why I didn't hit the shuffle button. And usually I just go straight to out of their hands. And I just play it. More than likely you're going to win the battle off this. They're either going to have 1 evil character, or they're not going to have enough enhancements to stop you. And remember what we have to back up. So we could either just underdeck their Scattered or Reap the Whirlwind, and just kind of hit them with whatever we need to. Out of their hands turn 1 is very good, just like Vain Philosophy turn 1 is amazing. So I have 9 cards in hand. I put down Esau. It's their turn. Let's say if they're able to attack, what's nice is I can take an animal from deck, which I don't need to, or an Edomite from deck. I also don't need to do that, because Pride of Lions takes 3 lions from deck. But you know what? I do want to take 1. So I could take 1, and then if blocking, you may discard an animal to draw 2 and play an Old Testament enhancement, so we have to give it a shuffle. So I can go ahead and discard an animal. So I can draw 2. And then play an OT enhancement. And now I can take 3 lions from deck, discard pile or reserve. I just discarded him, so I'll take him back. And then I'll go to my other lions. 3. So I have my 3 lions. And then I can band in any number of lions. So I do get to band in all 3 and do their abilities how I want. First strike, opponent must discard a good card from their hand. You do want to do that one first. And yeah, I get to draw 3. I could withdraw all heroes except the one. That doesn't put them in special initiative. So then I can double target their hero based on what they're playing. Reserve a human, which is nice. I can hit their... I can ensure that they're in special initiative twice and withdraw all their heroes. So they would have to respond to my Devouring Lion, or if I think I'm good, I can just reserve their evil human, and then I can discard their good human, and they would have to reveal a good dominant from hand instead. So yeah, I'd be able to do all this to them, and they would have to have a matching star card. After that, I do have a negate to back it up. So if their special initiative goes through, somehow interrupted, I don't know, just they negate Devouring Lion, and then it's their initiative, they would have to play something CBN. So good block, and I didn't use any resources, and I thinned my deck out considerably. So we're not doing a ton of drawing, but we have like massive search cards, a ton of value. I did not use Covet or Hunter. What I would have done there is Hunter turns into Distressed, and I like to go Covet to their Distressed as well and do double Distressed. Do my draw 3, my Storehouse Upkeep. We're pretty much always going to take the big boom boom Battle Winner. And then there wasn't any stars, so I just want to make sure there's nothing else in Upkeep. I put in Book, go to my reserve, get out my... Just deciding if I want to get out You Will Remain, but I like Covenant with Philistia. Oop, sorry guys. Because I really like going Stubborn Heifer, and getting the draw 2. Stubborn Heifer goes to hand first, and then you put him down. I get that CBI. If opponent plays a good enhancement, you may discard an evil card from hand to negate that card. I really like that. I was always surprised I didn't see a lot of Polycarp Stubborn Heifer decks. Like that's just having a negate in territory, with like Gam Speech or something to back it up. Like you're just chilling with negates and your deck has Battle Winners. It's really good. I can still activate another. I can put down Noah and go to my reserve. And then it's just a matter of who do I want. I thought I brought Levi in this deck. I guess I forgot. Oh well. That or I could have brought in Enosh, to be honest, because I'm about to have Rebecca. Yeah, there's a lot I could have done there. Like I think the better play is grabbing Judah, is what I think. So I still haven't played anything TCE. We always want our Faith of Abraham down. And now we're good. So we can put down Judah. And we can start with Rebecca. You may convert your patriarch to make the draw 2. And this one's big on exchanging. I like exchanging. Exchanging's fun. It's fun to exchange with certain people and see like the themes in the Bible. So I did not draw 2. Jacob gets a Genesis enhancement. We go to Abraham. Abraham can go get 3 visitors. And then 3 visitors can exchange to territory. It's deck reserve or territory. From here, I bring in Joseph the Blessed, and he may ban to a son of Jacob. I go to Benjamin, protect, and then he could exchange from deck or territory. Gabe added the or territory on there. So I really like how Patriarchs have the exchange in the ban, because at first playtesters asked, there's not enough banding. I kindly reminded them that they were crazy, that there's all sorts of banding, and there's a lot of exchanging. So I like that there's a mix of both. Sorry, playtesters, love you all. And then I go ahead with Issachar, and they have to underdeck an evil card in territory. If they do not, you may take a good Genesis card from deck. Feel like we should have put CBP at the end of that, or CBN or something. There's a ton of space there, but that's fine. Y'all got to understand that's my first set, learning a bunch. So if they don't, I get to take a good Genesis card from deck. And look at that. Was this turn 2? I mean, we don't have anything. That's crazy. So I would get to play first, and they'd be potentially CBN. I hit their hand, I hit their territory, Lost Souls are protected, I negate neutral cards, I got the draw, I got to take enhancement from my deck. Depending on Joseph, I would then get to play first, and it's just a matter of what do I want to play. Depending on, unless they have some sort of protection, I would go into underdeck all, draw 3. I don't need delivered, so I can discard it for to max out my hand and for prosperity. And there you go. So it's very hard to stop. They have to get rid of Abraham, because I'm just gonna have play first CBN all day. I would like to bring in Egypt and Goshen in here, just for like another layer that the opponent has to get around, but not fully certain yet on which way I want to go. I do think the orange is overall better with Gad and Fallen Star, and I think I bring in Joseph's House, because if I can bring in Egypt and Goshen and Joseph's House with Gad and Fallen Star, and I'm getting an accumulator, 7 tokens, Choke Seed for a draw 14, that's a lot. That's really, really good. So we can do one more flip through, just to see if this thing is as consistent as I think. So then we have to know our stars. Top 9, top deck, a human. Yeah. I mean, we don't do anything there. It's the same one we wanted. So we know that we have Jacob on top. And we know we could put down Issachar, play Faith of Abraham. Like if we drew 3 and got Jacob. The issue is, do we use darkness or not? If we use darkness, we go to Esau, and Esau gets us our animal to draw 2, discard, play. Like, that's really nice. It just all depends on who goes first. That one's tough. Because if they get to go first, like, I would know up front. If they get to go first, I would want Esau. If they don't, but if they don't get to go first, and I get to go first, yeah, I guess Esau is a play either way. I'm rambling. I was trying to think if they go first, then I would get to draw 3, but it wouldn't matter because, I would top deck Jacob and then just shuffle it for darkness. So sorry about that. So Hopper Soul goes over there. If they attack me first, I do have a good, feel like very strong blocks. I get the Esau, take an animal or Edomite from deck. Discard, draw 2, and I get to play. I think I would just negate everything and take. Now, I didn't have a Wages of Sin in here, so because I was so focused on territory class enhancements on good, I really felt like there was a lot of targets for Wages of Sin, and I could always put them in evil, like the curse at CBN and stuff. All that's good. Um, if I needed to, I have Falling Away, because after that, I'm not going to be able to play Seized by Babylon, so I'd have to have a 5/12 negate all with a dominant. I think that's good enough. And no stars, but we do want to use Hunter. We like to get out. There's just enough annoying pieces in here to mess with the opponent. So we want our distressed early. We like having Enosh. I used to run Jonah and stuff, but there's just enough in here to where you can mess with them that the opponent has to do something about. You don't want to just let the opponent do everything they get to for free. Okay, so from here, put down Storehouse. So the issue with Delivered is I have both my artifacts in my hand. I can't use Book this turn. So I'd go to Silver Cup. That one's tough. I wasn't going to be able to use Delivered anyway. Okay, so from there, Issachar down. I want to go ahead and get out Abraham. Then we're going to do some exchanging. And we do know that 3 visitors also goes to territory. We like visitors going back to deck because he's protected. That way, it's harder to target him from the opponent. And then from there, go Abraham. I don't think there's another hero in here. That's 12 to 24. It's all Sons of Jacob. I don't know, 29. Most are 29 or 49. So yeah, nothing there, and that's fine. And then 3 visitors can go to Benji. So we'll get him back into deck. Benji goes to Joseph. Joseph goes to Issachar. So the opponent had to underdeck an evil card from hand, or I get CBN. The opponent had to underdeck an evil card from territory, or I get to take from deck. More than likely, they wouldn't do both. If I know I get to play first, then I can just take a battle winner. I really like playing Stolen Blessing. So like I get out Stolen Blessing. They block. I play Stolen Blessing. I get to play an enhancement. I play their battle winner against them. Like that's really, really good. That can be a block. So yeah, this offense is a lot of fun. I like the exchanging and it's not necessarily full on hand control. There's a lot more you can do with hand control. But I do like the Pride Alliance play. And the out of their hands and the Sons of Jacob and kind of what we're doing with it. And the play first CBN really gives it a very strong offense. After that, we're going to want Selfish Shepherds down. And that's pretty much it. They need to do any other attack here. Oh, did we have that in our hand? We could have delivered. Is that what I'm thinking? Who knows? I like the shepherds that band to an animal. I always like that. Um, Once again, I can go back to an animal, go to deck, um, discard, draw two. I could play if needed. Really just depends on what they have. Um, just depends on whatever's needed. The playing into a scattered is really, really strong. And this will be the last turn I do. We're not going to use Virgin Birth because we are going to want the stars for numerous. We can go ahead and do Storehouse, and we're going to take first sacrifice, and then we're going to we can maximize the most resources we have before playing numerous. Go to Covenant to Stubborn. I'll play Stubborn, and I get to draw two, and look at that, we got another star. Now when we play numerous, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it's really easy to get. So I know I said I don't do numerous for a bunch. My last one that I would not have gotten is Noah because I maxed out my hand. Put everyone down because I'm about to do the exchange. Rebecca's going to flip Judah to draw. I'm going to play Dominance to get my hand down. Probably going to draw a good bit. I think that's good as is. And now I can go Rebecca, flip Judah, put that on top of Enosh so we know he works. Draw two, exchange, Jacob. Probably going to grab Anthro there. Abraham. 3 visitors. 3 visitors to Benjamin. Benjamin to Joseph. And then it's really just depending on what I want to do here. Like underdeck a naval card from hand. If they don't, I underdeck a naval card from your territory. And I can just drop out of their hands. So that is a lot they have to deal with very, very quickly. And I really didn't feel like I was drawing a ton. I feel like I got a lot of high value searches, consistent drawing, and it just worked. So, sorry, wasn't as loud this time. Head still hurting a little bit, but I wanted to get this deck out there. I thought it was really cool. Defense is strong. I like having the little bands, the Pride of Lion, the Play First, the bands where you're withdrawn, and I have just good firepower with restricting dominance, and then banding the Seized by Babylon. The negate is always good. The Pride of Lions is really good. Great Fish is good, and I could always use in a pinch. And then having the Unclean Until Evening, Stolen Blessing on both aspects, but Stolen Blessing is really good as a good enhancement. Play First, CBN Scattered is amazing. And having the negate that takes a dominant is just really, really good. So I think there's plenty of blocks in there. Plus you have the Stubborn Heifer. So really like it. It's a fun little defense that has blocks. The offense is really fun. There's exchanging and hand control and territory control and playing first and CBN and protecting souls, negating neutrals. Negating neutrals in 2 ways, territory class and Abraham. I really like the layered negate neutrals right now with Enosh and Abraham. I really like that with curses going crazy. So if you're in Grand Prix or you're going to a tournament soon or an online tournament, uh, you don't need to try the defense out if you don't want to, but I would say go ahead and try the offense if you suspect that people are going to be running curses, because it's just so good right now against Israel's rebellion defenses. Um, so yeah, it's really nice. I love seeing Cloud Abraham again with the Sons of Jacob, and like I said, you can bring in another one or two Sons of Jacob in here because you can get that numerous as a stars to um, proc trigger whatever you want to say for more for numerous heroes, whatever you want. Um, and you can shape it up. So I'll post the deck in the Discord. Um, get the link out there for the video. So I hope you all enjoyed, and thanks for watching.